like to welcome you to the What's Eating Armani Berry podcast, episode 2. This one is called Love Is. And love can be a lot of things. However, before we get started, it's with great pleasure that I get to introduce to some and present to others the one, the only, Therese.
Hey, what up, though? How y'all doing? All right. Hey, Mom.
That's right. All right, Therese. So today's episode is Love Is. And before I had you over here, before you came over here, I did have my cousin. So make sure y'all check out that clip now playing on TikTok, on IG. I'll get a load to my Facebook. Just don't hold me to it. But it's gonna be on Facebook. Check out my cousin. He's incarcerated. Bless his soul. However, he was on my first little clip today to the episode, so make sure you check him out. Show him some love. If you need his cash app, let me know. Send him something because he always looking for that. Bless him.
Harry, put that money on his books.
Correct. Bless him. So I share love with my family. I love them, my family. So tell me what love is to you.
Work. Work. That's what love means.
Why is love work to you? What makes it work?
There is nothing easy about love. Love, even as short as it is, it take a lot.
Wait, why is love short?
I'm talking about the spelling of the actual word.
There we go. Okay.
Some 4 letters, but when you combine it with different personalities, different situations, the person, love is it's work. Nothing easy about it. It's not easy. It's not to be taken lightly. You gotta work at that thing.
Got you.
I work every day. I know you will. Shout out Pookie. Call me. Dang, you poured all that in your bottle, and I thought you were sharing that baby bottle.
First of all, y'all, this is cider. This is apple cranberry cider.
I want something with liquor.
I'm keeping it. However, just know I am billing you for this conversation. You see it right there. I'm billing you for this conversation. Link in my bio if you like to buy one. Look, time is money. Time is money. But I'm glad you decided to be on my episode. Show me some love, cuz. I'm sorry, I need to get that.
Yes, I love you. Thank you so much for having me. I've always wanted to be famous.
Wait, why I call you cuz? You're my sister-in-law.
Sister?
Yeah, because that's my cousin.
Because she stood up.
Right, because my cousin.
Because she stood up. All we seen was hair.
This is my sister-in-law. And can I tell you, this love right here, because we went through something.
Yes, we did.
A long time ago.
Wasn't long ago, but it was,
Yeah.
It lasted a long time.
It lasted a long
time.
We went through something that lasted a long time. Because when I'm a Virgo, I stand on mine. If I say I don't fuck with you,
she be acting like
point blank period.
She be acting like you know what? I just want to make sure that everybody understand. You don't have to be light skinned to necessarily act light skinned. That Virgo is something different, and I'm a Libra, and I'm a Libra squirt. So sometimes,
I'm just gonna tell you that
personality is fast, but that's what love is. Love is what? You love me, I love you, and that took work. So when I say work, it means that.
Yeah, that part.
That part.
Yeah. So,
cider.
What love is?
Salute.
Love is hate. What is happening? Yes, I am drinking apple cider.
Same 4-letter word. Love,
can I be sober?
Very thin line. For what?
Can I be sober?
Why?
Because I want to get drunk. To be honest, when you get drunk, don't you want to get drunk with your man? I want to get drunk with mine. Mine's not over there on the floor. That's my brother over there on the floor. Mine's not over there on the floor.
That ain't got nothing to do with the cost of seeing China. I want to be wasted. I
want to get drunk with mine.
I come over and get drunk with you all the time.
I do not get drunk.
I come over and get drunk with you all the time.
Correct.
Yes, I don't got to be around a man, a woman, a child.
But you going home to something though, right?
I'm going to drink.
But you going home to something.
Hey, when the casino shut down, she leaves.
Here we go.
And then she goes home.
Anyway, she's a married woman. And she get tipsy and go home with something. If y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean? So.
You think that matters when you get tipsy though?
No, what do you mean? I'm going to enjoy myself. So getting tipsy is enjoying myself. And when I enjoy myself, I would like to end the night correctly.
But every time you get tipsy don't mean you want to get stroked.
For who?
That doesn't mean it to me.
Right.
I want to go ball out. I want to dance, but I work from home.
See you.
I'm in the house, so I want to go outside.
Let me set the tone for you.
Okay.
Only because you're a married woman.
Okay.
So if you always have something, you want to enjoy other things because you already have it.
Right.
Right. So drinking for me is I get to also let loose in other things. So I'm going to drink. I'm going to have a good time. And that, I mean, I don't have to, but if I'm going to drink and have a good time, I want to end my night with something that you have all the time.
Okay.
Am I making sense a little bit?
It makes sense.
Just a little bit.
I'm going to just smoke to it, though.
Oh.
Because, you know, at the end of the day.
You know, mine's is underneath my TV. Mine's.
You quit.
I got to. Ooh.
You quit. Put that on camera. She quit. So that means when I leave here, I'm going to have an extra one.
So she wanted me to drink. I'm not drinking. But now that I want to get my vape, I quit.
She
like,
quit.
do y'all hear it?
Yes.
Love is. Where you grow up matters to me. How you was raised up, that kind of that molds you, and it kind of leads you to where you were today. Kind of how you understand things, how you interact with other people, how you react or not react. So I was 9 when I was shipped off to a boarding school. I have military parents, and my mom went to Saudi Arabia, and she sent me and the youngest boy. So it's 4 of us total. I am the only girl and the youngest girl. So I'm double spoiled. Yes, double. And the youngest boy. Can't. And the youngest boy, he went to Scholar with me because the older 2, they were too old to go because there was an age limit at that time.
Oh.
And yeah.
So what was the age limit?
I want to say 16. I want to say 16, I believe. I just know it was the age limit, and they were too old.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me, that was nasty.
I wanted to ask you earlier about that because you said, like, how you react and respond and stuff because you went to Scotland. Can you tell the difference between, like, you and, for instance, the older 2 siblings of yours?
Correct. That's what I was going to say next. Yeah. We're night and day.
Yeah.
We are night and day.
Yes,
when it comes, right? Because she's with the oldest. She's with the oldest. I'm the youngest. However, me and him is like this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But that's night and day. That's love right there, right? Love is also night and day.
My birthday's the 31st. His birthday's the 13th in the same month. So, yeah. It's like, we really night and day. Okay. So, all right. So, I went to school. I was 9. I was structured. It was very structured. We had a time to eat, sleep, go to school, clean, sports, like you name it. I was structured. I wore a play uniform, a school uniform. 24/7. I was in a uniform besides sleeping. Like I had pajamas that I brought from home, of course. But the only thing you wore that was your own was your sneakers. That's why I'm a sneakerhead too. Like, that's all you had was your sneakers. So we always had the best, the flyers, the whatever the sneaker was.
Because that was your son.
We had it. Because, you know, we wore a uniform. However, so back to Scott, I was in 3rd grade. And I was away. So that clip of my cousin being away, it's like, I know what he's going through. I understand. Because I was 9. And I couldn't call my family then. Like back then, we had a pay phone. So unless I was calling you collect or you called me collect or I had a calling card, I couldn't call my family. I didn't talk to them.
That's why I said earlier today, like, it's similar to, like, jail to me. Like, that's how it sounds with the uniform.
Right.
You need a calling card. Like, it just reminds me, like, and when I'm waking up, I'm making my bed. It's a certain...
Right.
You gotta follow that schedule.
Right. So... Yeah. How we woke up, we would wake up, and if you wanted to take a shower in the morning, you had to wake up even earlier because you would take a shower, get dressed, make the bed, go eat breakfast with everybody, and after breakfast, everybody had a detail. and somebody was assigned the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, the steps. Like everybody had something to do in the cottage. It was called a cottage, but it was basically a big house, a mansion. But everybody had a detail to do, and you also had your own space to do as well. Like you had to make your bed, clean up the room, like all that had to be done also before you went to school. This is all before school. And we would walk together to school. So when it did snow, we didn't really have snow days. We would go to the auditorium and we would wait for the teachers to get there. So I went to school on school days.
That's because we went to school on snow days. Like, these kids don't have no education because it's a flurry outside. Like, that's crazy. I had to walk to school.
Yeah, I went to school.
Snow.
We had school. We walked. It was no buses. So depending on how far your cottage was from the school building, you were walking. Because it was a big campus. It was big. It was huge.
Right.
And it was structured. So we would go to school. I think school was like 8:30. I want to say 8:30. So like 3:15.
So did you have like a mandatory time to wake up?
Yeah, and if you wanted to take a shower before you had to get up to get ready to go to school, you had to get up even earlier.
So what's wrong with that?
I don't even remember. So if we had to go to school at 8, we would get up at least an hour and a half, almost 2 hours before. We had a lot of stuff to do. We was up by 6.
That you had to do.
Yeah, we was up by 6. We had a lot of stuff to do. So when you got older, though, well, let me still stick with the structure because I wasn't done with structure. We would go to school. If you played sports, then you would either go to practice because it was co-ed, so we did have guys. So we had 2 gyms, but you had junior high, senior high. So the senior high would be in the new gym because we had 2 gyms, and the junior high would be in the old gym. However, you still got boys and girls. So depending on who week it was, because we rotated, the boys would have the gym after school, and we would have it after dinner. So you would either go to practice after school, which if it was the boys' week, they would practice if they were on a sports team, but mostly everybody was not saying every single person in the school was on a sports team, but you was on a sports team. That's it was nothing else to do. You played sports, right? So you would go to practice or go to the gym, workout, go to dinner, go to the cottage, do your homework because we had a time to do homework too. It was study hour. Do your homework, do whatever extra you could before it was time now to go to sleep. So your day was already mapped out for you. Even though we wasn't in trouble, we're in school. That's the same concept for people that's, locked up. Incarcerated, correct. So imagine how we would meet guys or guys would meet girls, I guess. I can't really speak for the guys section. I can speak for the girls. Like, unless you talk to a boy that was on campus, we used to have pen pals. And they would be like, yo, you got somebody for my friend? Yeah, it's a whole school full of us. Absolutely. And so we would pass. Like, they would send a letter. You would pass. Yeah. I used to write a juvenile. Yes, I had a pen pal.
Wow.
Yeah. And we used to be writing upstate New York, kids in juvenile. Yeah. We had pen pals. So.
And y'all are away at school, so I would think that that's preppy. But y'all writing this. Like a juvenile detention center?
Correct. Yes. In the school, they didn't stop it. They didn't say, "Oh no, you could." They allowed that. Yeah, they let it go. Like, cause it's a letter. It ain't like they coming up on us or trying to come to campus or nothing.
Trying to do nothing.
Right. They not trying to do nothing to us. They just writing us and.
Because when we got 2, maybe we need 3.
It's been 2. It's been 2 the whole time. I don't know either, but we just gonna keep rolling with that. We even had that big pole in the middle because we had church, everything. Like, we went to church every Sunday. But we had this big flag pole in the middle. And at a certain time, every day, we raised the American flag. That was done, too, by somebody in Jersey City. Every day.
And how long did you go here?
3rd through 12th grade.
Wow.
Yeah. Anybody that started elementary, we called them a lifer. You a lifer.
Yo. That had to be 9
it was.
Old. Be devastating.
Well, I was devastated. At the time, I was devastated. I would cry all the time, and they would go get my brother. So how they would calm me down at that time, they would go get my brother, like, can you just sit with her and talk with her? And he would come. He would, he would sit. He would just talk, like, what's going on? What's up? He would hug with me and stuff. Like, he would just hang out with me. And I would calm down just a little bit. Look, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah. But I was devastated that young. And then as I got older, I just felt like I was missing out. Like, my friends at home doing this, doing that. Like, I don't really know them no more. I just felt like I was missing. Like, they prom was dope. Like, what about our prom? What's our prom going to be like? But I could tell you our prom was bomb because we had the lock-in after prom. You were talking about prom. So, our prom, I feel like, was lit because, and not saying I went on anybody else's prom, but our prom, I could speak on.
Were you allowed to go on anybody else's or no?
Yeah, you could. But I'm just saying, I ain't go to one at home. I ain't go to any other one at Scotland.
So, you could have left your school to go to prom? With somebody
else. with permission, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with permission. But I'm talking about like at home, like a Philly prom, because all of us, not all of us, everybody in the school, mostly everybody in the school, 90% of the school was from Philly.
Right.
We was Philly kids, so I didn't go to a Philly prom, meaning I didn't go to a prom at home.
Right.
I didn't experience that, so I felt like I was missing out on that genre. But just our prom, I can speak for that since I haven't been to nobody else's prom. I felt like it was pretty dope because it was at a country club, which was right across the street from the school. But we went there on those trolleys. You know how the fancy old school trolleys that they'll have in like parades or something. Just like the really fancy. You'll see them in Manayunk. Manayunk can have the Christmas trolley or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a trolley set up like that took us over there. And of course, vans brought us back. But we had a lock-in after our prom. Lock-in was fun. And so being as though our parents, of course, wanted to see us go to prom, they stayed. They had the chaperone or lock-in. Lock-in mean we was locked in the gym all night for the rest of the night. Because if we came back home, we went to our cottage. We wanted an after prom, so we had a lock-in where they lock us in the gym all night.
Oh, that had to be.
And so our parents chaperoned, so they didn't have to pay anybody because our parents chaperoned. Okay. And they did it in shifts, like first half, second, because we was there till Sunday. Like we was locked in all night.
Party.
Right. Yeah. And then they did. Lit. Yeah, it was lit. And then they did let us use the auditorium for movies. So if you wanted to go watch a movie, you had to walk as a group, go to the auditorium, watch whatever movies, come back. But we was locked into the gym all night. And our gym had a bowling alley. And of course you could work out, the basketball, volleyball, like whatever you wanted to do. We was in the gym all night. People was knocked out on the side because, can't nobody stay up all night. Like, we wasn't used to that. Yeah, some people was asleep. Some people was rocked out.
Take a little night.
Right, some people was,
and go back in.
Correct. But that was dope. So we did have a prom. We did get to do some stuff. We would go to the mall on the weekends if we could. But yeah, it was just structure. Even school, like down to learning was structure. Like we had 6 marking periods every 3 weeks. Is 3rd week report, and if you were failing, you got something sent up to your cottage. Soon as school let out, they had somebody delivering, letting them know like she's failing in this, she didn't do that, or if you didn't do something that night at study hour, they knew the next day you didn't do something because it was sent back to the house parent.
How many cottages were there?
It was a couple. It was a
lot of them.
Yeah. So our school held, I want to say about at least 300-something people in the total school, I want to say.
And how many people was in the cottage?
Each cottage held about 15, but some was bigger than others. Oh, that hurt. Did my nail break? Some was bigger than others. Like, you had Large Line, which was a lot of them there. You had Cottage 19, which was like a double cottage, so it had even more girls in there. But an average cottage had about 15.
With roughly 300.
Roughly.
So were cottages based on your age? Like
yes. So if you were 9, 10, 11, it was mostly lumped in that cottage. Mm-hmm. But it was a couple of cottages with that age group. Mm-hmm. Right. Because it could only fit 15. 12.
Did you have some friends that started with you at the same age as?
Absolutely. Those girls that you be seeing coming over here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right. Those girls that you see me hanging out with. So people that didn't go to Scotland. People, they think we're in a cult.
I did not go to Scotland.
They think we in a cult because when we get together and start,
you can tell. You can just tell.
When we get together, all love is we didn't even miss a beat, yo.
Y'all are very close.
Here we are.
Very intertwined. But from an
Here we are.
outsider,
So
because I didn't attend Scotland, looking at y'all, I'm like, oh, she know her from school.
And you know what's even dope about us? It's a lot of Scotland couples, like married. Like they're married with kids. Like they knew each other since high school. I say high school, elementary, because most of us started in elementary, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. We knew each other since that age. And they're married. And they have kids. And they went to Scotland. So we call them Scotland couples. So I say that because talking to content, you'll hear him pop up here and there. Talking to content, one of our conversations was about you should be with somebody that's from where you're from, in a nutshell. Like a round-away kind of girl. Which, yeah, but I also think opposites attract too. But it's each his own. Like, if that's what you think, that's what you want, go for it.
I mean, but the definition of around the way, like, it's not like you're not from this specific location. You just went to a different school.
Correct. However, people hear my voice, and when they see me, they think I'm preppy, prissy. Oh, she a college girl. Oh, she this. It's like, I can still get a little gangster. Get a little crunk.
It's a Virgo.
I could get a little, I match energy. Definitely. So if you rah, okay. Rah. Like, what? You bark, I'm barking. Like,
absolutely.
Right? Like, when I tell you I match energy. And then sometimes I tone it down because where I work, like, not only my upbringing, but where I work, also, I'm very patient. When I tell you very patient, I have to be. Yeah, I'm very patient. So. She's only at my job for a few hours. She got PTSD.
And I feel like I work there. I feel like, ask me a question. I already know.
Right. No, I can say, I guess it's just my aura. I could be anywhere in the world, and it's like it say, "Ask me, please," on my forehead. Like, where was I at? I was like, dude, I had to look at my outfit. Like,
am I wearing my uniform?
Do I got my uniform on? Where was I at? Yeah, Scotland 101. So I am thankful. Now that I am older, I've been out of school for what? We in 2024. 24 years? Oh. Damn, I've been out of school for 24 years. Mind you, I still had the years there.
Right.
So now that I am older.
So what year did you graduate? 99?
2000. Class of 2000.
Class of 99 over here, though. Yeah.
I'm still older.
Yeah, I mean.
Still older.
She is a whole month older. Let's be clear. If we gonna say it, though. She just, it's not that much, but Riquito. Okay, got it. Habla español too. We speak all languages here.
Okay.
How may I help
you? Mamacita. Yes. But yeah, like life is. Love is. My bad. Love is.
Life is. Love is life, though.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
That's life.
Snap it up.
Because either you want it, you striving to achieve it.
Right.
Like, it just, it's everything. Like, you always, who don't want to have love? Like, even if it's not, like, a partnership, or, I think that's a requirement to have.
This is Danella.
Listen, let's bang y'all listening now. Like,
absolutely.
If at the end of the day, we as it's not even women. It's we as a person, we as an individual. Like, everybody has their own story. So, you have to pick and choose what lessons you take and what lessons you learn, and learn how to grow. And that's love. That's love. Love is life. If you don't have love, you're striving for it. No. Right, she found it.
Boss Grow Fun. Yeah. So this episode was brought to you by Boss Grow Fun, where my cousin Inga Nicole, she helps women boss up their bag, and men if you want it, because she did get a DM about that. Look, so look, we help men and women
absolutely
boss up their bag if you want to, make sure you hit her up on Facebook. But I want to close with, may I never appear as I live a perfect life, but my movements reflect that life was lived. I love those that live through me. I pray that it motivates you and makes you live the best one as well.
Absolutely.
God brought me to this. He'll get me through this.